Welcome to the Stoic Quotient. This isn't a place for comfort. This is a forge for the mind. In a world that numbs, distracts, and deceives, we're here to sharpen clarity, awaken courage, and reclaim the soul. We don't echo quotes, we expose illusions, we say what others won't. This is modern Stoicism for the ones who feel too deeply to pretend, who think too freely to obey, and who refuse to sleepwalk through a system that never saw them. We are not just content creators, we are philosophical insurgents. We are thinkers who challenge modern decay with ancient strength. And this is the beginning of your awakening. This is the Stoic Quotient. Think deeper, stand taller, live freer. Let's talk about how to stop obeying systems that don't even see us. You were not born to obey broken systems. The Stoic Quotient is here to wake you up. In this powerful insight, we expose how society trains you to stay small, numb, and invisible, while rewarding silence and punishing truth. From school to corporate life, government to social media, these systems don't see your soul. They only see your compliance. It's time to remember who you are beneath the programming. This is not philosophy for comfort. This is Stoicism for resistance, clarity, and self-reclamation. If you feel like you've been following rules written to break you, this message is for you. Stop obeying systems that don't even see you. We are born into structure. We are taught to follow before we even understand what we're following. Programmed to please before we've had a single original thought. Before we know who we are, the world hands us a role. Sit here. Say this. Don't question that. And if you do, smile while doing it. We memorize answers we never questioned, seek approval we never needed, and suppress instincts that were once divine. But what if none of that was truth? What if obedience was never a virtue, but quiet survival? At the Stoic Quotient, we're not here to polish your performance. We're here to interrupt the script, to peel back the layers of conditioning and reveal the raw, sovereign mind beneath. If you've ever felt like something deeper is trying to break through the silence, you're not alone. You were just taught to ignore your signal. But we're here to amplify it. Come deeper. Sit still. Speak only when spoken to. Fit in. Follow the rules. But here's the truth they never told you. The system doesn't love you. The system doesn't know you. The system was never designed to see you. It sees your labor. It sees your compliance. It sees your silence. But it does not see your soul. From the first classroom to the final paycheck, you are measured, not met. Graded, not guided. Trained to perform, not taught to awaken. They don't ask who you are. They ask how well you fit. In school, your worth is reduced to a test score. In work, it becomes a number on a spreadsheet. Everywhere else, it's your likes, your resume, your silence. But who sees your soul? Who honors your curiosity, your depth, your chaos, your genius? They want productivity, not passion. Output, not originality. They shape you to serve systems, not to live freely. And the tragedy is, by the time you start asking real questions, your inner fire has already been buried under years of trying to be good enough for standards that were never made to see you. But that changes here. You were never meant to be measured. You were meant to be met, fully, fiercely, truthfully. And every time you betray your truth just to be approved by a system, you shrink. You trade your spirit for safety, your fire for permission, your originality for obedience. But here's the fire. You were not made to be obedient. You were made to be whole, to live in accordance with your nature, not their agenda. To feel deeply, think freely, act boldly. That is your blueprint. But in a world ruled by noise and algorithms, those who think for themselves are seen as threats. They'll label your awareness as arrogance, your clarity as rebellion, your refusal to conform as instability. Good, let them. The Stoics didn't teach submission, they taught sovereignty. Epictetus, born into slavery, found more freedom in his mind than most men do in their lives. Marcus Aurelius ruled Rome but ruled himself harder. Seneca stared death in the face and spoke truth to power. They didn't obey blindly. They acted in alignment with virtue, not popularity. Because Stoicism is not about passive acceptance. It's about knowing what not to accept. The system tells you, work harder, stay quiet, stay small. The Stoic Quotient tells you, think deeper, speak clearer, stand tall. Because it's not enough to be awake. You must stop betraying what you now know. So ask yourself, why obey a school system that trains memory, not mastery? Why obey a job that drains you and calls it purpose? Why obey a media machine that feeds you fear to keep you frozen? Why obey a society that rewards your silence and fears your sovereignty? You don't owe the system your loyalty when it never gave you the space to be fully you. This is the Stoic Quotient, a movement not to comfort you, but to call you back to yourself, to remind you that your clarity is more valuable than their acceptance, your virtue is more powerful than their rules, and your refusal to be blind is the most dangerous thing you'll ever do. So, no. This isn't content, it's a declaration, a spark, a revolt. Because if the system doesn't see you, why keep bowing to it? If this message reached something real inside you, don't scroll past it. Subscribe to the Stoic Quotient. Watch the next video. This is a movement for the ones who still feel, who still think, who are done apologizing for being awake. Like, share, subscribe, let the fire spread. Thanks for watching the Stoic Quotient.